58. Chasing the famous one. Lavanya's POV. I went to the office that evening, but by the time I arrived, the editing work was already complete. They didn't need me after all. Tomorrow was going to be a huge day for D. Dawson. They were determined not to delay the ad's release and had already secured Mr. Dawson's approval. I sighed, thinking about the chaos that awaited us. I know this will change my life in some way. The employees were working overtime, finalizing everything before the launch of the ad's first part. They were coordinating with media partners, and the office was buzzing with activity. This is what I admire about D. Dawson. Even in Mr. Dawson's absence, the employees are dedicated and hardworking. A small smile crept onto my lips as I observed the enthusiasm around me. I went to my cabin, lost in thought. I know I wouldn't have much time to myself once the ad aired. Managing the sudden attention would be challenging, but that doesn't what concern me most right now. I need to take control of my own life. I have only 3 days. Just 3 days to change everything or let things spiral beyond my control. I could have told Mr. Dawson today, but I didn't. He wasn't well. I wanted him to be completely fine when I finally confessed my feelings. But before that, I need to steady myself first. I can't afford to be this fragile. I have to be strong. I needed to talk to Virat sir. Whether or not Mr. Dawson felt the same way about me no longer mattered. I just can't marry a man I don't love. I can't start my life with a lie. For a moment, I considered going to Virat sir right then and there. But I knew he was busy, surrounded by his team and other staff. Tomorrow will be better.
Jackie's POV. I coughed into the phone while talking to James. Excuse me. What's wrong with you, man? James asked. Nothing, just a little, feverish, I replied, clearing my throat. James hummed dramatically before repeating everything I had told him. So, you danced in the rain. You fell ill, and she came to take care of you. He dragged out the words. Too much love for just 24 hours, huh? I could already picture him wiggling his brows. Then you hugged her, and she hugged you back. Wow, sounds like something out of a romantic movie. He sighed dreamily. Yeah, I guess so, I muttered. Then why the hell didn't you confess? He suddenly shouted. Not again. Stop yelling, you. I barely held back an insult. I had a fever, James. You expect me to confess while looking like a wreck? I scoffed. How do you think I love you would sound when I'm coughing and sneezing like a dying man? James let out an exaggerated sigh. You know what? I'm convinced now. You'll never confess. And before you know it, she'll be having kids with that manager guy. That is it. My patience snapped. James, do you have a death wish today? I snapped. Oh, please, just kill me already. I can't take this anymore. I'm losing my mind. He challenged me further. Bastard, I finally cursed. Yeah, just keep swearing at me and wasting your time instead of doing something about it. I clenched my jaw. You son of a... I swore in my mind, but forced myself to take a deep breath. My phone buzzed with another call, from the office this time. I'll deal with you later. I've got an urgent call from work. Fine, I'll text or email you the latest updates on the new report and the ad preparations. Yeah, bye. I quickly switched to the incoming call as James hung up. Yeah, Ballroom. Sir, the editing is done, and we've sorted everything with the media and distributors. Tomorrow's the big day. Ballroom's voice was brimming with excitement. That's great. Keep me updated. I'll be coming in tomorrow. Let's hope for the best. I tried to sound confident, but deep down I felt a hint of nervousness, despite being sure about the ad's success. Sab changa hoga sergi, tusi ficar na caro. What? I frowned. I meant everything will be great. No need to worry. I sighed. Balram, how many times do I have to tell you not to mix languages when you talk to me? Oh, gee. Jo feeling Punjabi manandi hai, wo feeling English bolne man kitte ani hai, sir ji. To excitement my nikal anda hai. What the hell? I mean, mother tongue comes out naturally in moments of excitement, sir, he explained. I rolled my eyes. Mother tongue comes out? Seriously? I had forgotten just how peculiar Ballroom could be. Just get back to work, Ballroom. I pinched the bridge of my nose. Okay, sir. See you tomorrow. He hung up. I exhaled deeply. This man is impossible. No, beyond impossible. The next day, I waited for Lavanya to arrive. I called her several times, but she didn't answer. No calls, no texts, nothing. Weird. Growing impatient, I decided to go to her apartment. Her mother answered the door. Oh, Jackie Beta. She looked surprised. Good morning, Mrs. Verma. Please come in, she offered politely. No, thank you. Actually, I wanted to talk to Lavanya about the ad. It's airing today. I half lied. Oh, but she already left early for the office today. Left already? I was taken aback. She hadn't even checked on me, let alone asked if I was feeling better. Is everything okay, Mr. Dawson? Mrs. Verma asked, sensing my unease. I quickly masked my thoughts. Yes, everything is absolutely fine, Mrs. Verma. An awkward silence followed as she studied me from head to toe. To break it, I quickly added, Thank you, I should get going now. Bye, Auntie. I nodded politely and turned toward the stairs, feeling her puzzled gaze linger on my back. Rushing downstairs, I got into my car and gripped the steering wheel tightly, taking a moment to process. Why does it feel like something has changed? Shaking off the thought, I started the engine and drove straight to D. Dawson. On my way to my office, employees greeted me as usual, but my mind was elsewhere, fixed on one person. I need to see her. Now. Without a second thought, I opened the door to her cabin. Why didn't you? I began, fully expecting to find her there. But to my disappointment, the room was empty. I scanned the space. Her desk looked untouched. She didn't come here? Closing the door, I exhaled sharply. Where is she? Trying to shake off my growing impatience, I grabbed some files from my desk and headed straight to the advertising department. The idiot and his team were busy at work, but Lavanya wasn't there. I checked the cafeteria, no sign of her. I searched every floor of the building. Still nothing. With each passing second, my frustration grew. Where are you, love? I muttered under my breath, glancing around. Running out of options, I asked one of the cafeteria staff to find her. He nodded and left. I made my way to the conference hall where everyone had gathered. The ad was about to go on air in just a few minutes. Excitement filled the room as the employees eagerly waited to see their hard work pay off. But my eyes weren't on the screen. They were searching for her. While everyone else was counting down the seconds, I was counting my heartbeats. Then the ad aired. The room erupted in cheers. Lavanya looked breathtaking, extraordinarily beautiful with that baby bump. The entire ad was flawless. Applause filled the hall as people exchanged congratulations, shaking hands and patting each other on the back. One by one, department heads and managers approached me to offer their congratulations. I smiled, nodded, shook hands, going through the motions. But my hand was waiting for her touch. Then Virat Oberoi stepped forward. Jaw clenched, I shot him my coldest glare. Many congratulations, sir. He extended his hand and I took it reluctantly. Then he leaned in and whispered, I proved myself. I'm good at everything. Actually, I'm too good for you. He pulled back with a smug smirk. Bastard. Grinding my teeth, I narrowed my eyes. I knew exactly what he was trying to do, gloating over his idea to use Lavanya as the model. But dealing with this jackass isn't my priority right now. I could knock out all your teeth right now, smiley head. But not now. You're lucky today. Maybe later. As he moved on to congratulate others, I turned to Ruhi. She shook my hand, but before she could walk away, I leaned in and whispered, Miss Ruhi Jha, listen carefully. I'm going to ask you this once, and only once. So answer me properly. No questions, no excuses, got it? She frowned in confusion. Where is Lavanya? Her brows furrowed even deeper as she glanced around. It was clear she had no idea either. I saw her this morning. She came to the editing room, but now... Actually, I haven't seen her since the afternoon. Her answer sounded genuine. I exhaled through my nose. Fine. My voice came out sharper than I intended, and she flinched slightly. Get back to work. Ruhi shot me a glare before walking away. I knew she muttered something under her breath, probably cursing me, but I didn't care. Where is she? My mind was clouded with thoughts of Lavanya once again. The star of the day is missing from the office. Everyone wanted a glimpse of the famous one, yet no one could find her. I checked her cabin again, only for a staff member to approach me, confirming what I already knew. Lavanya was nowhere to be found. I tried calling her. Once. Twice. Multiple times. No answer. Frustrated, I sank into my couch, exhaling sharply as I rested my head against the headrest. Then out of the corner of my eye, I caught a glimpse of something through the glass window. A girl. Sitting alone on a bench in the garden, staring out at the city, seemingly lost in thought. Lavanya. I shot up from the couch. Without a second thought, I rushed out of my office, barely noticing the stares of my employees as I sprinted toward the lift. The moment the doors opened, I bolted through them, heading straight for the exit. The staircase had never felt this long. I was descending 2 steps at a time. The second my feet hit the ground, I ran. But as I approached her, my steps slowed. My breathing was ragged as I came to a stop beside the bench, hands on my knees, trying to steady myself. Then I turned my head and looked at her. She met my gaze just for a moment. Her expression was unreadable. I couldn't tell what was going through her mind. What thoughts had kept her sitting here for so long while I'd been searching for her like a madman? Are you... I inhaled deeply, my chest rising and falling rapidly. Are you out of your mind? Everyone is looking for you. I gestured toward the office building, still panting. And you're just sitting here like... I gulped, shaking my head. What are you even doing here all alone? No response. She just continued staring out at the city, completely ignoring me. What the hell is she looking at? I followed her gaze, but there was nothing unusual about the view. Miss Lavanya, I'm asking you something. My voice carried a sharper edge this time. Still, nothing. Then, without a word, she rolled her eyes, stood up, and walked right past me toward the building. I blinked. You have got to be kidding me. Annoyed, I turned on my heel and followed her. Hey. No reaction. What the hell? Frustrated, I reached out and grabbed her forearm, spinning her around to face me. What's wrong? I frowned, searching her expression for any clue. I've been looking for you for hours, and you were just sitting there doing God knows what, and now that I found you, you won't even look at me. Won't even speak to me. What's going on? Still, she said nothing. Instead, she tried to pull her arm free from my grip. Something is different about her. Something is wrong. She isn't the same girl I had seen yesterday. Hey love, what happened? Are you okay? My voice softened, but my hold on her remained firm. The second she heard my tone change, she stopped resisting. Slowly, hesitantly, she lifted her gaze to mine. Her eyes were glossy, filled with something I couldn't quite name. And the way she looked at me, God, can't understand it. Is it doubt? Pain? A silent complaint? Anger? Love? Or hate? What was it? What? I managed to ask, my voice laced with frustration. Let me go, Mr. Dawson. She finally spoke, but it wasn't the answer I wanted. It wasn't enough. No. My grip remained firm. I'm not letting you go anywhere until you answer my question. What the hell were you doing here? You don't need to know that. Her response was sharp, stubborn. I exhaled through my nose, trying to keep my cool. I have every damn right to know what my employees are doing during working hours. I masked my concern with authority, hoping to get through to her. There was no work today. I've finished all my tasks, sir. That tone, the way she said it, it felt off, like she was deliberately distancing herself. It stung. Why are you talking to me like this? My brows furrowed. Why are you suddenly acting like a stranger? Let go of me, sir. I am your secretary, not your private property. Ouch. That hurt. Her words cut deep, sharper than I expected. I clenched my jaw. What the hell is wrong with you today? Let me go, sir. No. My grip tightened. I want to know what happened. Why do you care? She interrupted, her voice carrying something I couldn't quite decipher. I blinked, momentarily thrown off. Well, I love you and I care for you and stalk you. My inner voice wasn't helping. I struggled to find the right words. What do you mean, why do I care? I care about every single employee of mine. I snapped before quickly adding, and right now you're important to my company. Because you'll be attending conferences with me. The press will want to talk about our new model, and you need to be present every single time. The second the words left my mouth, I knew. Bad idea. Very, very bad idea. What the hell, Dawson? You idiot. I should have just told her the truth. Instead, my ego took over because she hurt my pride. I saw the shift in her expression instantly. Her face hardened, eyes turning cold. Yes, sir. I will be there. Her voice was emotionless. Don't worry, and thank you for reminding me of my job. Damn it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go and continue my work. She motioned towards her arm, silently demanding to be freed. I loosened my grip, and she jerked her hand away without hesitation. Turning on her heel, she walked away without another word. I stood there, watching her retreat, feeling like the biggest fool on the planet. What the hell did you just do? I muttered under my breath. Eyes squeezed shut as I kicked at the grass in frustration. Wait. Did she just get angry at my reply? That means She was expecting a different answer. Oh, shit. Jackie, you absolute moron. I kicked the ground again. If she wasn't satisfied with my response, then she must have been expecting something else. Something like, I care for you, love. I love you, love. I can't bear to be away from you, Miss Lavanya. God. There were so many things I could have said. And instead, I said that. But this only means one thing. She feels something for me. A slow, knowing grin spread across my face. I just need to convince her now. Pamper her. Maybe even tease her a little first. I smirked. Oh, Miss Lavanya, let's see how long you can resist me.
Lavanya's POV. Sir, I need to talk to you. For the third time, I tried to get Virat sir's attention, but he was too caught up with his team. I felt like an outsider in his world. We will, Jan. I'm dying too, but not now. I'm really busy. Only a few hours left before the ad goes live. He dismissed me again, flipping through photographs from my shoot. See, you look so beautiful in this one. We should use it for newspapers and magazines. He held up a picture, but I barely glanced at it. Sir, please. Lavanya. He set the photographs aside and grabbed my arms gently, locking eyes with me. Come, sit here. He motioned toward a stool. I'm so happy. Just let me finish this and I promise I'll be right with you. He guided me to sit, but I gave him a pleading look. He must have seen the desperation in my eyes because, for the first time, he finally asked, Lavanya, what's wrong? This is it. The moment I have to face with courage. Just tell him the truth. Tell him you can't marry him. I took a deep breath, my heart pounding. Virat sir, Sir? A voice called him from behind. Just like that, his focus shifted. Not again. Sir? I tried, but he was already walking away, fully engaged in yet another work discussion. I clenched my fists. I was losing patience. This isn't working. I waited for 5 more minutes, but something inside me felt tight, suffocating. I couldn't take it anymore. I stood up, threw one last glance at Virat sir, who still hadn't noticed, and rushed out of the hall, heading straight for the garden. Hey, as I walked outside, my thoughts spun wildly. Am I doing the right thing by telling Virat sir the truth? I don't even know what Mr. Dawson feels for me yet. Ruhi was right. I should talk to Mr. Dawson first. Maybe that's why fate didn't let me speak to Virat sir just now. Yes, maybe that's it. But how do I even begin? What will he think if he doesn't feel the same way? I can't just expect a flamboyant American man to love me back the way I love him. It feels impossible. Oh God. I hadn't realized how long I'd been sitting there alone, lost in my own thoughts. Today was supposed to be a big day, but for me, it felt like the worst. Nothing is going the way I had planned. I feel like a failure. I just can't face anyone right now. After what felt like hours, I suddenly heard heavy breathing near me. At first, I ignored it, assuming someone was working out nearby. But the breathing wasn't rhythmic, it was labored, almost desperate. I turned my head and Mr. Dawson? There he was, bent over, panting heavily as if he'd just run a marathon. What is he doing here? He straightened slightly, turning his head toward me. Our eyes met. I stared at him, confused. Was he looking for me? As he caught his breath, he finally spoke. His voice was filled with questions, but I had no patience for them. I don't owe him an explanation. Not now. Not when everything in my life was crumbling around me. This man. Why can't he see how much I love him? I won't answer him anymore. I walked away, ignoring his attempts to stop me. It isn't enough, not this time. I refuse to be whatever he wants me to be. I need him to say something, and I need him to hear something from me too. If not, then I don't want him in my life at all. I'm not a table tennis ball, bouncing between Virat sir and Mr. Dawson. I asked him why he cared, and his answer wasn't what I was expecting. This is so frustrating. Yes, sir, I will be there. Don't worry. And thank you for reminding me of my job. I snapped, my tone ice cold. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to get back to work. I jerked my arm free from his grasp and walked away. I could feel his gaze on me, but I refused to turn back. He doesn't deserve that. Enough is enough. This man will never understand my feelings. Never. A single tear slipped from my left eye, but I quickly wiped it away. I need to talk to Ruhi. I need to tell her that I failed. That I quit. I can't keep doing this to myself. I need to accept the love Virat sir is offering instead of chasing after someone who will never understand a girl's heart. Biting my lower lip, I stepped into the lift. This is it. So this is the short-lived story of my first love.